Welcome students and welcome to my class. Now today we know that we are in the middle of this chaos called the pandemic of COVID-19, due to which we cannot come to school, but we cannot stop our studies, right? We have to continue that. So our school, Bardwan Model School, has taken the initiative to start online classes. Hope you will get this video and hope I will be able to make you understand the topic, because you are not here in front of me. I cannot see your faces, I am missing it, but still I hope I will be able to convey my message to you. So, you are all in class 10 and we will start with the first topic of your syllabus. If you go in the CBSE site, you will get the CBSE syllabus for class 10, and you can see that there are 4 topics for your 1 year course of class 10, and the first topic is nationalism in Europe. So, we have to understand this topic first, and that is why we will start our class today with the topic nationalism in Europe. Nationalism. This is a new word which you have come across. In class 9, if you have remember that we have come across some words like liberalism, radicalism, conservatism, all these, right? And when we have discussed all these different theories, I told you that if you add the 3 letters ism just after a word, it makes it a theory. So, if you are putting ism after nation, it is becoming nationalism, and as it is becoming nationalism, so it is very well understood that it is a theory of nation. Now, my next question is, what is a nation? What do you understand by nation? Try to understand this, that there is a very faint, slight difference between 2 words. One is country and the other word is nation. In country, you have the geographical boundaries of a country, of a landmass, and this landmass is having different geographical features like mountains, like rivers, like many other things, but it is not a nation. When we call a country a nation, when we can add the feelings, the emotions, the experiences, the history of the citizens of that country. The citizens of that country, their belongingness, their oneness, their completeness is known as nation. Like you who are all watching this video and I who is standing in the classroom is or are belonging to the same nation, because we are Indians. But not only that, we have some other important features too, like we talk in the same language, we have same kind of festivals, we all get dressed in those, we all enjoy in marriage parties, We all mourn when somebody dies. We all have a same national color, that is the saffron, green and white. We all cheer the same way when the men in blue, they come to the field, right? So we have many things in common, not only this landmass, and those things make us together. Those things is known as nation. And if you love those things, if you feel for those things, if you love your language, if you love your food, if you love your dressing, if you love your environment, you love your nation. And if you love your nation, you follow nationalism. Understood? That nationalism is something which makes you proud. So nationalism is something which makes you feel good. Yes, I am an Indian. This is called the pride. So today we will talk about this kind of love, this kind of pride of the European countries. In Europe, the nationalism or the love for their country started long back, not like India. Long back, they have started to understand this long back. Can you imagine when they started to feel, when they started to love their nation? And which country gave the foundation stone to it? Yes, if you have guessed it right. It is France. Through their French Revolution, they have showed the feeling for their own country. You know, in class 9, you have studied that in the fourth French Revolution, 3 democratic ideas were brought up. They were liberty, equality and fraternity. These words, these feelings have created a sense of belongingness for the French people, and not only the French people, for the whole world maybe, right? So, in Europe, the idea of nationalism was of a different kind of that of like the France, whereas the nationalism in India was of a different kind. Like, we never had that kind of oneness, that kind of belongingness, pride before the Britishers came to rule us. So, when the Britishers came, they sat on our shoulders and gave us a huge shaking. Then we woke up from our dreams and started to say, "Hurry, yes, we are Indians. We have certain things in common. We have same history, we have same language. So let us join together and fight against this imperial power, the Britishers." So, what we can understand that in India or in Asian countries who were under the control of imperial power, they had a different type of nationalism that is known as forced nationalism. And that kind of nationalism we will talk in the second chapter, which is the nationalism in India. But now we will talk about European countries. So, as I have told earlier, that the clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution. France had a full-fledged revolution to state their nationalism. political and constitutional changes that came with the French Revolution led to the transfer of their government. The French revolutionaries, they introduced several measures to impose belongingness. See, try to understand that if I tell you that me and you, we are both same, at first you will not be very ready to agree that. But when I will give you points, I will say, "Arey, see, you also sing Jan Gan Man as your national anthem, I also sing that. You also salute the tricolor, I also salute the tricolor. You also have been given the freedom on 15th August 1947, I am also." So, then you will realize that, oh yes, you and me are completely same. Maybe our ages are different, maybe our genders are different, maybe our outlook, they are different, but we are same somewhere, right? So, the French people, they have created a sense of belongingness, created a sense of collective identity amongst the French citizens. What were that? They first introduced the idea of la patrie or les citoyens. What is it? La patrie and les citoyens, you can very well understand, these two are the French words. La patrie means respect, love for your fatherland. Like we call India as our motherland, they used to call fatherland and respect it. And les citoyens means that everyone is a citizen of French government, not a subject. Why? Because you remember in class 9 I have told you that being a subject you don't have rights, but being a citizen you have the rights. And if you don't have a right, you cannot feel the belongingness, right? So, the idea of la patrie and les citoyens was one of them. The second was the tricolor, the French flag. The French flag, you know the color of the French flag is blue, red and white. So, it is like today we know that wherever we go, if we wear a blue t-shirt and go to the cricket ground, people will understand that we are from the team India. If we have the tricolor like saffron, blue, green and white, people will understand that these people are from India. Like that, the tricolor gave them a sense of collective identity. Then, new hymns and songs were written and prepared for those who have given their lives for the new France. Like today also, we remember people like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Gandhiji, right? And we remember them through different songs. So that was another method. Next is a centralized administrative system. What is that? That if you don't have a central government, not only a not a very strong government, then also it will work. But if a strong central government is there, then the total population will be under the control of same administrative power. For example, you know that yesterday maybe or some days back, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the present lockdown of India will continue till May 3rd, and the whole country is maintaining that. This is called central administration. The center has given the directory and the whole state, whole nation is maintaining that. So, it is like that a central government is very much important. Next is, so fourth is administration. Fifth one is French language. French was made the national language of France. It was made compulsory that all the people have to talk in this language, which gave them the confidence, which gave them the oneness. Definitely, this was the situation which gave France the solidarity. This gave the French people the confidence within themselves. These points gave the French people the feeling of oneness, due to which they could work as a single nation or a single state, which helped them to create a new nation. And the idea of nationalism was imposed, right? But the situation of this nationalism and the French Revolution changed. You know that the revolution was cancelled and finally Napoleon ruled in France. So what happened to this French nationalism? We will try to listen and we will try to understand in the next class. So till then, thank you.